Hey, what's up everybody?
What's going on?
Did you guys enjoy making our way into the port of Havana?
Whoa, I know we did.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a long process, but waiting really to get off the ship.
Yeah, that's right. As you saw, we staged in one of the dining rooms. Took about an hour and a half to get off the ship, and we weren't allowed to film going through immigration.
Right.
So just it's like 12 lines. You went through, you presented your passport, your visa, got through that section. They actually did a thermal scan to make sure you didn't have a fever, which was kind of cool. And then you went through security. They scanned your bags, and then you were in Cuba.
Yeah.
And we had to exchange some money, so that's where our story picks up today. We're in the line to exchange money, and then quickly we are on the bus getting ready to start our excursion, the top 10 of Havana. So come along with us as we make our way into Havana. We started the process at 12:21 in a restaurant, 1:43, and we are on the outside of the customs or immigration. Got through security or immigration check-in, 201, in line for money exchange.
What kind of change?
What's up everybody? So yeah, we are just outside the immigration office on a bus. It took us about 2 hours to get from the staging area on the ship to at least on the tour bus, and we're settling in for a 4-hour tour. Top 10 of Havana. We're gonna show you all the spots. So it's coming up here with the Retro Sarge, obviously with Heidi and Jenny. Yeah, we're getting ready to do that. Cool side note though is that's a little boat that pulled alongside the ship. It's a little boat that pulled alongside the ship and dropped off an actual person who went up to where the captain was on the bridge and navigated the boat in. So it's kind of crazy that they send their own pilot to pilot the ships to the pier. But yeah, pretty cool.
Welcome to Havana, the capital of Cuba. But first of all, I would like to introduce the most important person this afternoon. You are important and me too, but in this case, our bus driver is the most important person. So please, let's give a big clap to today. Some friend of mine called Obama. I don't know what. The right side, you will see the capital of Havana. It's similar to the ones you have in Washington, but this one is almost 6 meters higher. In this moment, it's being rebuilt in order to move out the National Assembly and the Cuban Parliament to this amazing building. It was built between 1926 and 1929.
This is stop 1 on Havana Top 10, the Jose Martin Revolutionary Square.
The national flag
Jenny,
Wedding.
stop one of the Havana top 10. It's a fairly important historical one, right?
It is.
This is the spot where Fidel Castro gave the longest speech ever in Cuban history at 5 hours.
5 hours.
And so you have these hotels or buildings that are monuments. Of course, that's Fidel, Che over there. And then this is a statue to Jose Martin, one of the patron fathers of Cuba. And a top 10, it is the Christopher Columbus National Cemetery. Christopher Columbus isn't buried here. They were building this as a monument to him, and then the war broke out with Spain, and once they gained independence, the Spanish decided to take the bones of Christopher Columbus back to Spain. So, but just amazing, 123 acres, over 1 million people here buried, and they bury 40 people a day. So 7 out of every 10 Cubans are buried here. It's the largest mausoleum here just to honor firefighters. It's pretty interesting that they've carved the faces of the firefighters that died in tribute around the monument. Pretty wild. It is the community project. It's a big market. How you doing, Jenny?
Good.
So this is a spot with a lot of local artisans, a chance to get to know people. We've got about 45 minutes here, but this is the stop 3. It's the community. All right, guys, that's it. 2 stops into the top 10. You saw us in Revolutionary Square and the Christopher Columbus National Cemetery. It's like a whole different world there.
It is a whole different world there.
And then on the final stop, or on the last stop of this video, they dropped us off at like a big flea market for a little community involvement. So that's pretty interesting. Make sure that you tune in to the next video.
Make sure you stay tuned.
Yeah, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you know when the next video is coming out. And then what else?
We're also on Twitter and Instagram at Lido Loca.
Ooh. I got those apps on my phone.
Yeah, and we're also on Facebook at Lido Loca Cruising Community. We have a blast over there.
Oh, come on, join us on Facebook. You can interact with other cruisers, and hey, you can interact with Jenny and I. So,
Yes.
But yeah, so wild times in Cuba. Stay tuned for the next video, and until then,
We'll see you on the Lido.
we'll see you on the Lido.
Bye.
Bye.